Hello guys, it's beautiful day in Leyte as always. It is really hot and we're here in Anas. So for today's vlog, I am going to talk about what to expect, what to avoid, and some bad things about living here in my country for you as a foreigners. Since in my previous vlog, not previous, but since in my videos I had been talking and I had been talking about good stuff about the Philippines. Since you guys deserve to know some bad sides of living in my country, I would want to what do you call it, guys? I would want to
share it.
I would want to share it to you, so that when you visit my country, you will know what to expect and what to avoid. So guys, we're here in Anas right now and I am with Chibi and Hannah. They're finally back to my channel.
And we're back!
They're here. And we're here to our favorite mountain.
Yeah.
This is
Hill.
Anas, guys. Yeah.
This is Anas.
To our favorite
Anas
hill.
Peak.
Hannah,
Located in Padre Southern Leyte.
Hannah, there's a lot of viewers asking if you are single. And where have you been?
Hannah has actually been like busy to her school, to her studies. I don't know. I always ask her that she should join my vlog, but she doesn't want to for some reason. I don't know why. She's probably trying to be mysterious.
And it's a miracle. She joined today.
Yes.
It's a miracle.
And also JB.
Yeah, because I'm very busy, guys.
Number one, don't leave your things unattended. If ever you're going to visit Philippines, especially in Manila, you should always be attentive and be careful if you're carrying some expensive stuff, because you wouldn't know if someone will going to steal it, since robbers are really keen when it comes to expensive stuff. So to be honest, here in the province, I haven't experienced it myself, like someone stole my stuff, but there are still some few cases to these unfortunate people who had lost their substance. They were not being attentive. So since Philippines is not like Japan, you really need to be careful. So
There's a higher chance in the
Yes.
province if you lose your things, it will get back to you.
yes, in the Philippines. I
In
mean,
the
here in the province.
But in Manila, there's
There's a
high
lot of
chance it will
robbers.
not. Yes.
There are just a lot of robbers in Manila, so that's why you should be careful. Number two, don't be too punctual always. In the Philippines, guys, we have this habit called Filipino time. Basically, it is being late all the time. For example, especially if there's a meeting or program in school or whatever, like date, something like that, expect it. For example, the expected time will be 10. Expect that the people will going to show up at 12 in the afternoon. Most especially girls, because you guys, men, that girls just really loves to dress up. It takes time for them to dress up, but when every time I'm with them, especially if we're going to Maasin, he always gives me time, like 1 hour before we go to Maasin, since he knows that I always dress up. It take me like 1 hour before I finish dressing up, since I keeps on changing what I wear. That's why Tim always give me time, which is I am really thankful for that, because he knows that Filipinos have this habit called Filipino time.
So if you have a meeting or an informal meeting with
Yes.
someone with a Filipino, expect the Filipino to be late, but not all the times.
Yes.
But most Filipinos are.
Yeah. Number three, don't get too offended. If you have a Filipino friends, always, since a lot of Filipinos, we often like joke personally. Our jokes are kind of personal, but it's just okay for us since we're used to it. And there are also a lot of people, there are also probably a lot of foreigners thinking, why is it that we Filipinos talk really loud? It's as if we're fighting to each other, but guys, it is just normal. This is just really how we talk, and it is just normal for us. If you think that we are, huh? If we think that we are fighting, no, we're not, because
We're just expressing.
yes, this is just how we talk to each other.
Because what you said, Tim always asks you if we are fighting.
Yes, Tim actually told me that when I can't remember when, but yes, basically he told me that why is it that it's even if we're just close to each other, why is it that it seems like we're always shouting, we're just really loud, and
We're just excited to
Yeah.
talk with each other.
and I know that foreigners are not used to it. I know.
So we're not fighting, we're just so excited.
And also to those jokes, guys, don't really be offended, because that is just how we make fun of each other.
And it's okay for a Filipino.
Yes.
So that don't get
Yeah.
offended easily.
Number 4, guys, always bring change or cash. Since, especially if you're going to travel or visit any province in the Philippines, expect that there are some places that doesn't have any ATM machine. So it would be better for you if you're going to bring some cash, especially change, for you to pay for the truck or whatever.
For some fees or
Yes.
fare.
And
Yeah,
expect to bring coins, because there's a lot of stores in the Philippines that they don't have change or cash in
Yes.
coins, because it's very common if a foreigner brings only paper bills and not
Yeah, I
coins.
know.
Yeah.
Just like Tim. Actually, guys, now that Tim, we had been together for like 2 years. Tim, I mean, no. What? Yeah, 2 years of marriage. Tim he just really loves coins, guys. He doesn't want, since he always bring like big amount. I mean, not big amount, just like 1,000, like paper bills. I always told him to always bring some change, since especially if he's going to go buy something in Burgos. I always told him to bring some change. That's why sometimes he just always complain, why is it that there are some stores that doesn't have any change for his money. That's why I always told him to bring some change. So number 5, it is being advertised to some
Number 5, what's number 5?
Oh, sorry guys. Actually, so number 5, don't expect that Philippines is always cheap. Since I've seen a lot of influencers saying that advertising that Philippines is cheap, but it's not true at all. Philippines is somewhat kind of expensive, just like what Tim had told me, since he told me that Thailand is cheaper than Philippines. And you shouldn't expect that Philippines is expensive, because there are a lot of stuff here that is expensive, especially if you're going to visit to a
Hotel, a 5-star hotel.
Yeah,
Five-star
5-star hotel. It is
hotel,
expensive.
TV.
But don't get us wrong, there are some things that are cheap in the Philippines, but
Yes.
it's not always cheap.
Cheap. Yeah, it's not always cheap in the Philippines, guys.
Based on your experience and going to hotel, Shangri-La,
Yes.
it's really expensive.
And also, guys, now that it's also pandemic, everything is just really expensive.
They double the price.
Yeah, they double the price.
Oh, for
Even,
transportation.
yeah,
Fare,
transportation.
they double it.
It
Even here in the province, they double it.
Yeah. Everything now is just really expensive.
Everything now is
I
I mean,
think
not all. Just a lot of stuff now is just expensive. Number 6, don't expect for fast internet connection. Guys, one of the most frustrating thing here in the Philippines is just really the internet, especially now that it's pandemic. Everyone is just staying at their home using internet connection, which makes the internet connection even slower. Even if you're going to buy expensive plan for example, like Globe or PLDT or whatever, their Wi-Fi is just really, even if you're going to buy more expensive plan for it, it just doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it's just really slow, probably because there are just a lot of users.
is Tim frustrated about the internet here? Is
Huh?
Tim frustrated about
Yes,
the internet
Tim-
here?
110%.
Tim doesn't, because I know foreigners have always have a really great Wi-Fi or internet connection in US. That's why you shouldn't expect for a fast internet here, because it's just really frustrating. Even me as a Filipino, I am frustrated for it. It's just really slow.
It's our internet here in our province is better than the other province. They have no internet connection at
Yeah,
all
I
in
know,
other
but I am
provinces.
still thankful for that, guys. I am just telling that. I am just telling that it is just really frustrating, since even if you're paying a lot for it, they just don't give you you should I mean they just don't give you the right, yeah,
Service.
the deserved service that you should
The customer.
of the customer, that since you paid for a lot of it, they should have given you a better internet connection. But what can I say, it's just really slow. Number 7, guys, expensive electricity. The electricity here is just really insane. Especially I'm only saying this, I mean this is only for our province here in Southern Leyte. The electricity, guys, is just really extremely expensive. I am not just the only person who complain about it. There are still a lot of people who complain how expensive their electricity is. I remember when we first stayed to that beach house right there in Longsudaan, our electricity bill was only $100, like $80 to $100. But now our electricity bill is just almost $200. We're only using AC, fan, and our gadgets, and yeah, our Wi-Fi, and for our also the rice cooker. But I just really can't believe how expensive our electricity is. It is just really insane. Hi, sorry. It's just really hot, guys. So yes, our electricity is just really insanely expensive.
We don't know the reason, but probably there's a reason why the electricity is expensive.
Yeah, but they actually announced, right, Joseph, that they raised the price for the electricity.
Oh, per kilowatt hour.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why. And
know.
if you in the Philippines, not just in the province, there are some times that it will be blacked out, right?
Yeah, guys,
Most of the
the
time.
blackout, their electricity is really expensive, but they don't even give you a good service. It just blackouts like every day,
The other
like
night.
every single time.
Diba?
There are
3
times
times.
like you're sleeping and you just woke up. Why is it suddenly it's too hot? It's because that the electricity had been out for like an hour. I just really don't like it. And there are also times, guys, that electricities will be back for like 3 hours, something like that. It's just really insane. I just know that is one of the things that I hate living here in the province. The electricity, it always blackouts, and the electricity is just insanely expensive. So guys, that's it for today. We're now heading back home and we are just really thirsty. I am really thirsty. It's really hot. So now we decided to come home. Thank you for listening to this vlog till the very end, and please always remember that you are responsible to all the action that you make, and always remember to pray, and always God bless and take care. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you to my
What did you
next
say?
Next vlog. Bye.